Breach of privacy, job displacement, discrimination. These are common concerns regarding the impacts of autonomous and intelligent systems, or AIS, towards society. The rapid and inevitable growth of such systems may magnify the severity of these problems. Hence, a standardized framework to ensure ethical development and implementation of such systems is needed. Drafted by hundreds of experts worldwide, the Ethically Aligned Design Report aims to highlight relevant issues and provide recommendations for people working in this discipline, with an emphasis on benefiting humankind and reducing negative impacts. The report bases its guidance on ethical practices on five general principles. 1. Making sure they do not infringe on human rights. 2. Prioritizing the well-being when designing and using AIS. 3. Ensuring accountability on the part of designers and operators. 4. Maintaining transparency throughout AIS operation. And lastly, awareness of misuse to mitigate the risks of it happening. As AIS becomes increasingly integrated into the lives of community around the world, it is essential that the ethics of decision making and the use of AIS in general aligns with the beliefs and practices of people they are serving. Hence, diverse ethical traditions must be taken into consideration. Let's quickly touch upon some of these. Aristotelian ethical practice, based on the works of ancient philosopher Aristotle, is largely concerned about moral and intellectual virtues that constitute a good life and being a good human being. This is achieved through striking a perfect balance or a golden mean in virtues such as wisdom, justice, and courage. Also from the West, Kantian ethics attempts to incorporate reasoning into morality. Immanuel Kant suggested the idea of categorical imperatives, or a set of moral principles that must be followed regardless of personal desires. In other words, as human beings, it is our duty to act according to universal moral laws and to treat others not as mere means but always as an end. Looking elsewhere, Shinto ethics from Japan describes the existence of kami or spirit, believed to be possessed by everything, the natural and even ones we consider artificial. Being rooted in religion and spiritualism, the relationship and respect towards these kami is emphasized through prayers and rituals. Confucian ethics are based on the ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius, which teaches the importance of honoring ancestors and practicing foundational virtues like righteousness and benevolence to live a peaceful life. The Golden Rule, do not do unto others what you would not want others to do unto you, encapsulates this idea well. Practiced in much of Africa, Ubuntu ethics placed utmost importance on a person's belonging and relation to his community as the defining factor of one's identity and well-being. Hence, activities like communal discussion and decision-making are very much encouraged. Buddhist ethics is centered around the pursuit of the goal of liberation or nirvana, where one is free from suffering and passions like anger, desire, and delusion. Hence, any action someone does must always lead to the realization of said goal. By understanding different ethical practices, AIS designers can better identify potential biases in the algorithm. This will ensure these systems bring about positive impact for specific communities while widening the scope of challenges AIS can potentially solve. Therefore, they can become more widely accepted. A pertinent topic in the discussion of AIS ethics is the concept of artificial general intelligence (AGI) and artificial superintelligence (ASI). The former are AIS with the same intellectual level as humans, while the latter exceeds human capabilities in every aspect. Although current AIS have not reached this form, potential risks that come with becoming increasingly capable must be anticipated. Firstly, contingency plans must be put in place for scenarios where an AIS starts to show signs of adversity. Then, great efforts must be made to research and maintain safety during development and testing. Solutions such as third-party review boards can ensure work done on AIS can be scrutinized while making any important findings known to others in this field. The challenge, therefore, is how to scale up these strategies as AIS becomes more and more complex. If handled appropriately, successful development of super-capable AIS can revolutionize our entire civilization through improving health, technology,